I think he was like my first concert ever.
Yeah, Justin's flow state is the most powerful I've seen.
Justin though.
Instagram DMs, we started DMing. Actually, I think I DM'd him about 3 years ago. I sometimes just DM random people, and then he replied one January afternoon, and it was so funny because we kind of just laughed about what I said. I remember like I sent him my number and we FaceTimed, and then it just kind of really started, and we just got along like so well, and it just felt so effortless. So yeah, and then I came to LA and started working with him in the studio. The rest is kind of like what's happening right now. So yeah, it felt very exciting.
I'm tripping on the yacht. I'm tripping on the yacht. Like Justin Bieber kept using like tripping on the yacht for like his post. So I said, nah, I gotta hit the nigga up right now. I ain't gonna play. I wrote him, hey, we gotta do a song. He agreed with it. He sent me his number, and then from there it was like,
I think I posted like maybe 5 or 6 videos. Like I kept it really chill, and I just remember the first 2 artists that hit me around the exact same time was Justin and Sia. And honestly, like was just felt really protected and safe from the jump.
I don't actually remember. I think it was some like weird quote from a film, and then I just said like, you're amazing, da 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 da. And then he just laughed, and then I felt really awkward, but then about 5 hours after that, he replied. And yeah, we just got on really well, but it was a very fun and embarrassing moment, but it was, he understood the humor.
Yeah, Justin and Sia were the first 2 artists to really take me under their wing, and I'm so grateful for that. Can spread your wings in a birdcage. Yeah, Justin's flow state is the most powerful I've seen, if I'm gonna be completely honest. And yeah, to pretend like this, like it becomes what it is. I think music is such a fluid expression, and when you're really, really close with a community of people, you can kind of just be in it together. That community is like we're really family, and we kind of do life together at a beautiful level, and it's like music is just a privilege to make, and we're all just vibing on our vibes, and it's beautiful, you know? You got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. That song was beautiful. I remember the day that got birthed. It was beautiful. I think like every moment is different, you know? It was a potent day though. I remember all of us were really like in our feels, but obviously there's so many beautiful friends involved with that.
I pulled up on bro. He was just bullshitting, like we wasn't even that serious, but months later, he like, yo, fix it up so I could put on the album. And like the next day came out, I'm like, yeah. It wasn't even like a studio, it was like a crib, for real. He was sitting on the couch, but like, they had like instruments and like the computer right in the middle of the speakers. Just passed me the mic poles and I was just rapping. It was like the crib though. It was like a crib, a house. It was bad people there, but my studio session is a party. I think he was there too.
Yeah, he was there.
Eddie Benjamin, Dylan Wiggins, you know, a whole bunch of musical geniuses just coming together, making it happen.
I remember recording my vocals because I heard the track, and then I remember this is amazing, and then I heard his vocal come in, and I just remember being so speechless. And then I kind of just like did my own thing. I didn't write anything down. I just stood at the mic and just kind of let it come out really, but it's been too long. It's a beautiful experience. It was very spiritual actually. I really enjoyed it. When I first started working, I did say to myself, like, I just questioned like how our voices would work together, because you know they're so very different, and I have quite a low voice, but I think when I heard it and seen the difference, and his voice is a little bit higher than mine, it just worked really well, and it felt so, you know, like it was like honey, and I really enjoyed hearing that moment. I think it's fun. We had such a, you know, spiritual moment when I was recording that part, and again, like it's very surreal, and it doesn't feel like it's happening, but it was really special. And I think I remember hearing his voice for the first time and thinking like, this is insane, and this is such a moment. It felt very, you know, rare and honest.
Driving me wild every morning, oh baby.
It was kind of like surreal too, because I think when you see someone for such a long time, like online or in a concert or, you know, on Twitter or whatever, like it's a very different feeling than when you're with them in person and watching them work and you've heard their music for such a long time, and you know, you're becoming friends with each other. But you know, like big pop stars like that, they're all human and they all have their own circle of friends, and they're very real. But yeah, it was such a nice experience, and you know, we talk every day, and I think that relationship can't be, you know, pushed, and it's just between us two, and I think that's so special.
Music is a healing thing, so I always felt confident in the art form itself. It's such a magical thing, you know? Beautiful experience to have, not only to watch someone play, but also to play. So I knew I was gonna make my own records and albums and want to perform them, but I also like knew that my skill set was able to help other people express their truth.
For me, it would have to be Walking Away.
Days go by so fast, I wanna spend 'em with you.
And Go Baby. I think Go Baby because, you know, it's so beautifully said about Hailey, and I just love the story about their relationship, and it's so sentimental to them. So
Go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby, go.
I really enjoyed hearing that for the first time. I remember hearing it, and it was just like, this is the one. So I'd say those two.